here over the years in the Rivel Vu. Eleanor Backstead driving the breakaway on, as you can see the colours of Uno X Mobility with Virgilia and Acebo just coming up. Marta Troyen, podium in Paris-Roubaix in the past for the Belgian rider from the Phoenix Premier Tech team. Gillespie just keeping herself up towards the front here. Troyen was looking there for the wheel of Backstead, but she's done everything that she can to try and deliver Lara Gillespie here. But we come off these cobbles, Alice, and it's still a tough run up. There's still opportunities for riders to try and get clear.
Yeah, it is. We could just see Troyen there on the wrong side of the wheel of Backstead, who was job done for her leading into this. Having to do some of that chasing. Jezowska also starting to struggle now from Human Powered Health as the other riders starting to ride away. Uno X Mobility really strong here with his Acebo just riding on the front, able to really push on after that cobble section. But we can see it's the riders that were previously all together before, where the attacks were starting to open up with the strongest legs on the day, where they're all able to stay together. But like you say, a really tough drag all the way up to the line now. A slight gap opening up there to Marta Goossens from AG, but being able to close that down. Gillespie just looking behind her, making sure no one is going to attack, because once this pace comes off at the front, it's definitely going to open up that opportunity to attack, so she needs to make sure she jumps on that almost immediately to save as much energy as possible.
And Marta Goossens has got a good sprint on her as well, just trying to get clear, just manage the front of this group, which is just shrunk in numbers. So coming in towards the Flamme Rouge, which is what we're looking for next. The front group, Camilla Acebo of Uno X in the red and yellow colours, in the green, white and blue colours of AG Insurance, Sudal's Marta Goossens. The two riders in purple are Quinty Ton, who is attacking, and Carolina Anderson is her teammate, Marta Troyen and Lara Gillespie. But it's the 19-year-old Norwegian rider, Camilla Acebo, who is attacking here, looking for that first pro victory. Gillespie, though, it's just managing this group. The rider fourth in line there in the white, blue and orange colours of UAE ADQ. Marta Troyen, though, has she played this one perfectly? It's just been floating around, following the wheel of Gillespie wherever she moved.
Gillier just making her way back on now, but we could see how she was struggling, not able to do anything. Quinty Ton just slightly drifting off the front here. The gap opening up, if she was to look around and see that, maybe would start pressing on. Anderson just starting to try and move up onto her wheel to see if they can maybe potentially do a lead out for each other. Virgilier now starts to attack, and Gillespie having to get straight on that, as we can see riders starting to regain after those cobbles.
Eleanor Backstead gets back on just as Alessia Virgilia attacks. Marta Jaskulska is also back in the group, but Lara Gillespie sat second wheel. Carolina Anderson, then Marta Troyen, as the road just drags up here and just takes a look around. This is a good opportunity if everyone just stalls. Is Backstead going to go? Eleanor Backstead goes up the right-hand side of the road. Just a quick nod there to her teammate Gillespie that she's going to come through. But Backstead, little move here. Acebo gets straight on her. She's going to lead this one.
Sorry, Gillespie not wanting to take the wheel of Backstead. She obviously doesn't know how much energy she's got left to be able to do the lead out all the way to where she wants it. So not wanting to leave herself too exposed going into the final couple of 100 metres. We're starting to see Quinty Ton come up the right-hand side. Gillespie needing to keep an eye on everyone that is coming around her to make sure that she doesn't get boxed in.
We're through that 500 metres to go point. We'll get that little chicane just before 200 metres to go. But it is UAE ADQ and Eleanor Backstead leading this one out on the front as Quinty Ton makes a late move here. And Lara Gillespie is going to have to be the rider that soaks up the attack now of the Liverlula Jayco team. Lara Gillespie looking for her first victory of the season as Quinty Ton looks here to lead out. We've got Marta Goossens and Marta Troyen both there as we go through this this little chicane and hit 200 metres to go. Gillespie takes a glance back over the shoulder. Here comes Marta Troyan from Phoenix Premier Tech as Gillespie opens up for the finish, and Laura Gillespie of UAE ADQ going clear. Laura Gillespie takes the biggest win of her career for the UAE ADQ team. What a day for them. Eleanor Backstead burying herself as well for her teammate, but that was a great performance. What a win for Laura Gillespie there, Alice.
It really was. She